Good day everyone. We are from Psi 102 and we're here to discuss the connection of the 1995 movie entitled Billy Madison to our main topic, mental process. But first, here's the Billy Madison movie summary.
Billy Madison is a lazy, uneducated slacker who is completely reliant on his father. He spent his days by the pool, drinking beer, and reading feminine mags. When Billy's father recognizes he is unfit to head the family business, he resolves to return to school and get a proper education. He thinks going back to high school and learning all over again will be no issue. Until he discovered that his father bought Billy's passing grade all the way back in elementary school. As a result, Billy must return to elementary school and pass each grade in a short period of time, or he would lose his position as the company's heir. Billy also seeks to win the hand of Veronica, a gorgeous school teacher who believes her kids are more mature than Billy's.
Infant cognitive development is the first stage of human cognitive development in the youngest children. Information is acquired in a number of ways, including through sight, sound, touch, taste, smell, and language, all of which required processing by our cognitive system. Conservation refers to a logical thinking ability that allows a person to determine a certain quantity will remain the same despite adjustment of the container, shape, or apparent size, according to the psychologist Jean Piaget. The pre-operational stage is the second stage in Piaget's theory of cognitive development. This stage begins around age 2 and lasts until approximately age 7. During this period, children are thinking at a symbolic level but are not yet using cognitive operations.
Mental representation. A mental representation in philosophy of mind, cognitive psychology, neuroscience, and cognitive science is a hypothetical internal cognitive symbol that represents external reality or else a mental object permanence. Describe a child's ability to know that objects continue to exist even though they can no longer be seen or heard. This is because they are too young to understand that the object continues to exist even though it cannot be seen. The formal operation stage begins at approximate age 12 and lasts into adulthood. As adolescents enter this stage, they gain the ability to think in abstract manner by manipulating ideas in their head without any dependence on concrete manipulation.
Egocentric, thinking only of oneself without regard for the feelings or desires of others. For example, self-centered. Their egocentric tendency to think of themselves as invulnerable. Internal representation are structured bodies of the information possessed by the organism about the world and about the appropriate reaction to the world. Object permanence is the understanding that objects continue to exist even when they cannot be seen, heard, or otherwise sensed. This fundamental concept studied in the field of developmental psychology. The subfield of psychology addresses the development of young children's social and mental capacities.
The highlight of our activity is Billy Madison. Billy Madison is a dim-witted, childish, and a spoiled 27-year-old heir to his father. In our activity 6, the kind of mental disorder or illness have in the movie is we determine and realize it is attention deficit hyperactivity disorder, or in short ADHD. It is a neurological disorder that affects how you pay attention, sit still, and control your behavior. It happens in children and teens and can continue into adulthood. While ADHD is the most commonly diagnosed mental disorder in children, boys are more likely to have it than girls. There are common things that triggers an adult with ADHD. It includes stress, poor sleep, certain foods and additives, overstimulation, and technologies. Once you recognize what triggers your ADHD symptoms, you can make the necessary lifestyle changes to better control episodes. Well, there are 9 symptoms that causes ADHD. First, we have the hyperactivity and impulsiveness. Second, we have being unable to sit still, especially in calm or quiet surroundings. Third, we have constantly fidgeting. And fourth, we have being unable to concentrate on tasks. Fifth, we have excessive physical movement. Sixth, we have excessive talking. Seventh, we have being unable to wait their turn. Eighth, we have acting without thinking. And last, we have interrupting conversations. Well, let's talk about treatment. Standard treatments for ADHD in adults typically involve medication, education, skills training, and psychological counseling. A combination of this is often the most effective treatment. These treatments can help manage many symptoms of ADHD, but they don't cure it. It may take some time to determine what works best for you.
We have come to the conclusion that Billy Madison is on the stage of pre-operational stage. What are pre-operational stage? The pre-operational stage is the second stage in Piaget's theory of cognitive development. Cognitive development growth happens differently from ages 6 to 12 and from 12 to 18. Children ages to 6 to 12 years old develop the ability to think in concrete because they are done around objects and events. The operational stage begins around age 2 and lasts until approximately age 7. During this period, children are thinking at a symbolic level but are not yet using cognitive operations. Cognitive development means the growth of a child's ability to think and reason.